Hey, I'm Ron Drodos from keyboardimprov.com, and welcome to my journey through the Real Book number 34. This is the Real Book 6th edition. If you don't have it, get a copy. It's got 400 great tunes in it that a lot of jazz musicians play. If you learn like 20 of these, you'll be able to play at jam sessions with your friends and really get started on the road to learning the jazz repertoire. If you've known the Real Book for a while, it's got some different tunes than the, quote, old version did that some of us grew up with. So that's fun to experiment with, just see what it's got in it. Anyway, Body and Soul is one of the great ballads of all time. And the Coleman Hawkins saxophone version is the one that you should get to know. That's the classic, and it's been harmonized and vocalized by Manhattan Transfer and others. It's a really great, one of the all-time best jazz performances, Coleman Hawkins, Body and Soul. Matter of fact, I was listening to the jazz historian Phil Schaap from Lincoln Center on the radio. He's on WKCR. If you don't know WKCR, I've been listening to it since I was a teenager, and they have amazing jazz programming. And Phil Schaap's one of the big reasons for that. He divides up jazz history sort of before Coleman Hawkins' Body and Soul and after Coleman Hawkins' Body and Soul. So it's that important of a recording. So I think what I'm going to do is I've been playing this tune for so long, since I was about 16 years old, and I've played it on countless gigs, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. And I still love it, and it's one of these tunes that I've probably internalized more than as much as any other tune. So I don't have to really think about it at all when I play it, just see what happens. But I'm going to take a different approach today, and I'm going to just start with some chords and just see what happens. Not even thinking of the tune yet, and it'll be interesting to see how I get into the tune from these chords. That was really interesting because, you know, those chords I played at the beginning, those voicings, sort of experimenting in the key of D flat and not really thinking about is it an F chord or a D flat chord, just hearing these almost like bell-like, chime-like sounds. And then eventually getting into the tune, I found that coming back throughout the tune. I'd sort of get into those kind of voicings within the context of these harmonies. And that's something you can do. If you're playing with a trio or something, you can play an unaccompanied piano intro, especially if you're the leader of the group, if you've booked the gig or something, because it's a way of getting your own personal imprint of the music sort of out there. So when the bass player or saxophonist or drummer comes in, or guitarist, they will automatically come to where you're already at. You know, if you're playing these chords, you know, they're hearing that, and they're not going to come in with the same maybe force that they might otherwise. So it's just a nice way of establishing your own musical personality and helping it inform the rest of the group, if you're the leader at that time, by playing an intro. So thanks for being here. This was number 43. I'll see you next week. Actually, I think I'm going to do another one this week. I'm sort of on a roll. I'm going to try to get 3 in a week, or see if I can do that with Boplicity. But learn Body and Soul, or keep playing it if you already know it. Hopefully this inspired you. And thanks for being here.